ask you quickly an obvious question that I'm sure you also get a lot is the danger of autonomous systems. So Sam Altman at one of these events had told me years ago was really his biggest fear when it comes to AI. I wonder how you think about that.
Yeah, there's a tech implementation side of this and kind of a philosophical, ethical side of it. On the ethical side of it, throughout the course of human history, we've gotten more and more violent, right? We started with punching each other and then hitting each other with rocks, and then eventually we figured out metals and we started making swords and bow and arrows and spears, and then we built catapults and trebuchets, and then eventually we got to the advent of gunpowder, and then we started dropping bombs on each other, and then in the 1940s, we reached the point where we realized we had this actually like humanity destroying capability in nuclear weapons. But then everyone stopped and we stood around and we said it would not be good to use nuclear weapons. We can all agree we don't actually want to do this. And if you look at the curve of that violent potential, it started coming down during the Cold War, where you have precision guided munitions. If you need to take out a target, can you shoot a missile through a window and only take out the target that you're intending to take out? We got much more serious about intelligence operations, so we could be more precise and more discriminating in the attacks that we delivered. I think the reality is autonomous systems are the far reach of that. It's saying we want to prevent the loss of human life. What can we do to eliminate that to the extent possible, to be absolutely sure that when we take lethal action, we're doing it in the most responsible way possible? How can we be absolutely sure that this thing is not going to have a malfunction? How can we be absolutely sure that we're not dropping a bomb that's going to accidentally blow up a school because we didn't have the right intelligence? So I think more information and autonomy is the best possible solution. On the tech implementation side of things, people for a long time have said, we're really scared about fully autonomous weapon systems. We've had fully autonomous weapon systems for 50 years. There are fully autonomous weapon systems on aircraft carriers that do counter-air, that they detect something in the airspace and then fire a bunch of bullets to try to knock it out. There's no human operator on those things. So the question is about how are you employing these technologies? There are some situations where you'd want to be sure that there's a human operator that's in the loop making the decisions. There are other situations where you do want a computer actually doing the fire control to make sure that you take out the target before it hurts people. Am I scared of Terminator? Sure. There's some potential hypothetical future where the AGI becomes sentient and decides that we would be better off making paperclips. We're not close to that right now. No one in the DoD or any of our allies and partners is talking about sentient AGI taking over the world and that being the goal of the DoD. But in, I think, 2016, Vladimir Putin, in a speech to the Technical University in Moscow, said, "He who controls AI controls the world." And so I think we have to be very serious about recognizing that our adversaries are doing this.